Dunn, Fanone, Gonell, and Hodges. These were our heroes who were present at Jack Smith's hearing, the public hearing yesterday, and there was some drama that happened between one of the MAGA trolls who keeps following Officer Fanone, and I think that our heroes, they deserve better. So welcome to Law and Society. Subscribe, and let's talk about what happened. At Jack Smith's public hearing at the House Judiciary Committee, Representative Troy Nehls accused law enforcement for the January 6th insurrection. Officer Fanone met the moment by coughing, "Go fuck yourself." But other than that rebuke from a survivor of the insurrection, there's very little we can do. Nehls put a baseless insult into the congressional record. Troy showed unique contempt among his Republican colleagues. The only one to attack law enforcement while 4 survivors and heroes of the insurrection sat in the audience. It is beyond disrespectful and rises to the level of being censured. But will he be censured? Probably not. Will these heroes have to battle for the truth for the rest of their lives? As long as Trumpism persists, yes. They will need our support, and we are duty bound if we want to preserve our republic to help. Citizens, voters, we have the power, and we have more power than we realize. If we stand up to tyranny by voting out Trumpism and radical extremism, we can change America's current downward trajectory. Nothing is more important than for Americans to vote in every possible election, to vote out corruption, MAGA, hate, fear, and Trumpism. We don't have to look far for inspiration. Officers Dunn, Fanone, Sergeant Gonell, and Officer Hodges are examples of the best of us, the bravest among us, the stubborn and fearless seekers of truth, accountability, and justice. If you can afford it, subscribe to Officer Fanone's Substack, donate to Sergeant Gonell's GoFundMe, buy Officer Fanone's book, and raise up Officer Hodges' voice as he persists in providing critical testimony in court hearings and congressional hearings. They display the bravery every American should adopt if we are to keep our republic for future generations. Get angry, use words, remain peaceful, but be heard. Pay attention to the news and keep the truth alive. Donald Trump conspired to defraud the United States, conspired to deprive we the people of our right to vote, incited an insurrection to cover for his underlying conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 election, and he obstructed justice by retaining classified documents and knowingly not returning them. His callous inaction during the riot he incited seriously injured over 140 police officers and caused multiple deaths because of the insurrection. His mob threatened the lives of Congress members and Vice President Pence. And amidst all of this, DC law enforcement safeguarded members of Congress, repelled rioters who broke into the Capitol, misdirected rioters like Officer Eugene Goodman did, restored order, and opened up Congress so it could finish the certification process in the matter of hours. And Troy Nehls has the nerve to blame Capitol and DC law enforcement leadership for not properly preparing for violence on January 6th. The January 6th committee found that the FBI and the DC National Guard leadership did not take the threat seriously. They didn't convey or coordinate their procedures with local law enforcement. They delayed deployment despite on-the-ground commanders urging deployment to stop the violence. And while federal forces and DC Guard were withheld, Capitol and Metro police officers quelled the insurrection. That task was nothing short of historic and heroic. Anybody telling you otherwise is either purposely lying to you or they're ignorant about the facts of what happened on January 6th. And Troy Nehls is purposely lying to you because he was in that congressional chamber that was being pounded, and he was holding the door with other members of Congress so rioters and insurrectionists wouldn't break in to the congressional chamber. So remember these officers. Remember Officer Sicknick. Honor their courage and sacrifices. Give them the respect they deserve. Hang up the congressional plaque honoring them. Listen to them. Believe them. Support them by lifting up their voices. Subscribe, donate, repost, and find other ways to thank them. While Troy Nehls etches his disinformation and insults into the congressional record, we should etch the courage of these officers into the historical record by remembering them and honoring them. Their examples will inspire generations of public servants. Their examples will light democracy's torch and restore primacy of the rule of law. And the duty falls on all of us to light our own torches and walk with these heroes as they demand truth and justice. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will talk to you soon.